It has been a crazy couple of days with the release of the new footage showcasing Ruby's gameplay, the new mechanics of the game, and the updated HUD for the Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Lots of changes have been made since the last trailer we got with the reveal of Yosuke and Lin. Now we finally get to see how the game looks like in real time, with assists flying everywhere and characters showing off their playstyles. That being said, tomorrow is New York Comic Con, the first event that will have the playable build of Cross Tag Battle. So there's lots of questions that are still unanswered, and more questions keep popping up by the second. So hopefully tomorrow at Comic Con we can get some clarity for some of the mechanics of the game. But for now, let's talk about what we already know. I watched this trailer I don't know how many times, trying to dissect and squeeze out as much information as I could. So I'm here to tell you guys what we know so far in Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Now we do have quite the list here of things that we are definitely confirmed to have in Cross Tag Battle, so we're going to be going through them one by one. Now before we get into the actual video, talking about what we know about the game so far and all the gameplay mechanics that are confirmed, I wanted to go over and highlight the possibilities of something that's not confirmed right now, but it could be confirmed as time goes on, maybe get some more gameplay, maybe let the game age a little bit more so they can work on it. And that's the intros in the beginning of the video. As you can see, it shows Ragna and Ruby and Jin and Ruby there and doing a little animation. Not doing much, no voice lines, no animations really. They're just standing there in their idle positions. They could do some really cool synergy intros, which you can pair up two characters and have a unique synergy, have a unique intro for those two characters. Like for example, you can have like Jin and Ragna be on the same team and them having, their usual Nissan and Jin, whatever, Naruto, Sasuke, whatever, that type of situation. Or you can have Yang and Ruby have like a little sister moment. I think that would be a really cool thing that they could implement. That's not confirmed right now, but they could for sure do it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Everything that we know about Blazblue Cross Tag Battle based on the recent trailer. Alright, first of all, the most important thing is the Ruby soundtrack.
Yes! It's beautiful! I love it! I want to hear more! I can't take it! It's so beautiful! It's beautiful!
Alright, so now that we got that one out of the way, let's move on to the next one. The new character portrait intro that they introduced in this game is really awesome. I think it's very unique. I don't think there's any other game that shows the portraits. Maybe there's other anime games that I'm not knowing of, but in this franchise at least, I am super stoked for how they did the intro. With the portraits and showing off each team red, team blue. I really like that aspect. Next up is just the HUD itself. It looks a lot cleaner now. It looks a lot more refined. I like what they did before in previous iterations of this game or previous builds of this game. They had a vertical meter, and that was the distortion meter, and the assist being the horizontal meter. Now they cleaned it up. They made it look a lot better. The distortion meter, which is the meter that you can do supers with, maxes out at 3, and it's also a diamond shape now, which looks a lot cleaner, a lot more refined. I like how it looks in my opinion. You really don't need a big old bar just to see how much distortion meter that you have. But now the attack assist meter as well looks a lot cleaner because it has a jagged line in the middle, kind of telling you that's the halfway point to using your tag assist. So it's really, really cool looking. Looks a lot cleaner. And there's also the other meter, which is the resonance blaze meter, which is, you see that little triangle at the end of the tag assist meter. It's a diamond made off of 4 blocks. So it's that's your resonance blaze meter, which is basically like your overdrive in this game. And we'll go over resonance blaze later on, but it looks really cool. Next up, we got rapid cancels, bursts, and crouch confirms are gone now, which is a big thing in Blazblue, so I'm surprised they took it out. So if you guys don't know what these are, let me just briefly explain. Rapid cancels is a move where if you spend 50 meter, you can cancel any normal or any special move at any given point. It's kind of like an FADC from Street Fighter 4. Burst is, you guys all know what burst is, right? That's gone from this game now. It's a move where if you can burst out of a combo at any given point, you can only use it once per round. But that's gone now, which is crazy. Also, crouch confirms are gone as well. Crouch confirms, if you don't know what they are, if you hit your opponent and they're in crouching state, combos that weren't possible before are now possible. For example, a big example of this is Ragna 5C into 6C was only a crouch confirm combo. You cannot combo this if they are in standing states when you hit them. It can only be comboed if they're crouching. Now that's completely taken out. You can combo that regardless if they're standing or crouching now. So that is gone. And the same thing happens with Jin's 5C, 6C. The same thing happens. So that's completely gone. And I'm pretty sure they took this off just, I don't know, for maybe for people to be more It's more beginner friendly for people to hop into this game and not worry too much about rapid cancels. So they're adding new mechanics and taking some out as they go along, I'm guessing. Adding on to that, the rapid cancels probably got replaced with assists, and then because there's 2 characters, there's probably not going to be a burst. That would make sense. Talking about assists, you can actually do more than 1 assist per game. Ragna had Hell's Fang and Dead Spike. Jin had the Yukikaze Slash and the Icicle projectile that Jin has. I'm not sure if this means that there's more than 2 assists or more than 3, or if you can pick between a bunch of them, or if you can actually, there's a tag button and you can do a motion and then that move comes out. Like for example, if you do the Dead Spike motion and the tag button, they do that assist. Or if you do this is going to be a DP assist, stuff like that. It's very interesting, but all I'm saying is confirmed you can do more than 1 assist in one game. There's a lot of damage dished out in the footage that they showed us, and I think it's because of the distortions. They do a ton of damage almost all your life if you do both your DHC and your distortion. Speaking of which, distortions do cost 2 meters and the DHCs cost 1 meter. If you don't know what DHC is, it's delayed hyper combo. It's a Marvel term where if you yourself do a super, you can bring in your partner to do her super, or his or her super. Whenever a character gets defeated, you get this really cool TV effect where the screen shatters. I think that's a throwback to Persona 4 maybe because of the TV. I'm not sure. It could be completely just unique thing, but it reminds me of Persona 4 just because of the TV. Here's where we get to the interesting part and the new mechanics that they're bringing into this game. When one character dies, the other character that's coming in gets what's called Resonance Blaze, which we talked about earlier, which is the overdrive of the game. Resonance Blaze is a mode that gets unlocked as soon as your first character dies. Similar to Overdrive, you can get new tools and new things that you can work with to make a comeback happen with that one single character. You can get your meter refilled, your health recovered, and you get an extra distortion, which I'm calling Resonance Distortion because it's a powered up move. It's a new distortion. Well, not new distortion, but it's another distortion that's a powered up version of itself from previous games. Along with that, there's another interesting aspect to Resonance Blaze, and that's the meter. When you build up the meter, it actually goes above 3. We have seen it go up as high as 6, and who knows, maybe it can go up even higher. He died before we can actually see how far up it can go. And we're just speculating at this point. This is another possibility that might be a thing. We don't know until we actually get the game or we get some confirmation for this. Maybe as soon as you fill up all your meters, it could go up to 9, maybe even 10. Maybe there's an insta-kill / astral that we can work with. Who knows? That meter keeps going up and up. We've seen it to 6. It can go up to 10, and that might be the only way to do an astral / insta-kill if you go for Resonance Blaze, which would make sense. Astrals and instant kills are a huge aspect to anime fighting games. Another thing that's unique in this game that I've not seen before, maybe it has been done, but I'm not aware of it, is whenever your character dies and your remaining character is about to come out, you know how in Dragon Ball FighterZ you start off in neutral, in Marvel it's like what's the setup? In this game, it seems like you have the ability to come out swinging, which means that you have the ability to either just come out normally or just come out with an attack, which is really cool if you think about it, because you never know if they're setting up for something and then all of a sudden the character is already in your face attacking you. So it could be kind of a mix-up on the incoming. It's going to be really cool. That's an awesome mechanic, I think, and I'm really interested into seeing how they can flesh out this mechanic. So that's super cool. I like that a lot. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. That's all I could figure out. Of course, there's specific things, like for example with Blazblue characters and with Persona characters, probably a bunch of changes there, but I wanted to go over the mechanics and how the game is going to be played. It seems that they're taking out things and putting stuff in to kind of be more accessible and more easier to pick up. I do know that Blazblue and Anime Fighters are a bit harder to pick up in the normal, so they're making this a little bit easier to pick up, it seems like, by taking away things like burst, rapid cancels, crouch confirms, and putting in things like assists, multiple assists, coming in swinging with an attack as when your first character dies, and also of course the Resonance Blaze mechanic, which is like the comeback mechanic essentially. So it's pretty awesome. Like I said, all these things could change. I'm going to be posting stuff in the description below. If anything does update, I'll be updating this video here. So make sure to check that out if there's anything crucial that I've been wrong about that I mentioned in this video, and I can easily correct it in the description below. So check that out, guys. Anyways, I'm out of here. What do you guys think of Blazblue Cross Tag Battle so far? I think it's looking awesome, looking like so much fun. I just want to see more of this game and more characters. That's all we need is more characters. This is the trailer that I've been waiting for. Actual real life in motion gameplay with showing off Ruby and all the other characters with the assists and the DHCs and the new mechanics, Resonance Blaze, and the new HUD and everything like that. This is what I've been waiting for. Tell me what you guys think of the game so far, guys. Follow me on Twitter for more Blazblue Cross Tag Battle stuff. For anything that's going up on the channel, anything updates, anything like that, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the channel for more Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. I'm going to be covering that a lot because this game looks amazing. Let me tell you guys that. I'm enjoying my time watching, looking at the game. So I just want to play it now. So we'll see what happens when New York Comic Con happens and there's more information about this game. I'll be back with you guys on that. So take it easy, everybody. Have a good rest of your days. Have a good night or days or midnight or something like that. Peace out, everybody.